Okay, my friends, in this video we're going to talk about light switches and fan switches. We're going to show you how to take them out, how to put them in, and we're going to take one apart so you can see what the guts are. Now this bracket right here came off a 700 TC refrigerator, and these round light and fan switches are also used in the older Sub-Zero model 500 and 600 series, the all refrigerator, all freezer. Those are the main models. The square light and fan switches, as you can see by these cutouts, this particular bracket comes from a 700 series refrigerator, -2 or 3, I'm not sure. Each one of these cutouts supports a fan or an ice maker switch or a light switch. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to explain as much as I can to you about it, and then we'll take it apart. You'll see what it looks like, so it helps you to diagnose the problem. Okay, and one more thing. As far as Sub-Zero is concerned, I can't vouch for any other manufacturer. Sub-Zero always has a black base on their fan switches. This is a light switch, this is a fan switch. However, out in the open market, when you buy third-party parts off the internet, which are not Sub-Zero parts, they look like them, but they're not made by Sub-Zero. They might even have the same part number, followed by or preceded by an S. Substitute. Anyway, that's it. Black fan, white light. See on here? Black fan, white light. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. Be right back. Okay, I just happen to have a 700 TC-2 here in the shop. And as you can see, the light and fan switch are above. This is a different kind of a bracket. This is an earlier model. But what I want to point out here is that if you look closely at these, this is the light switch and this is the fan switch. If you look closely at those two switches, you'll notice that this diameter of this striker is thinner than this one. So my guess is one of these is an aftermarket switch, and I'm sure it's the light switch. Because if you look at the Sub-Zero switches, okay, the diameters are, you see how they're thicker? To me, that means stronger. And basically, they're both the same switches. So just be careful when you get parts for Sub-Zeros. You buy them from an authorized parts dealer. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, let's begin by removing these light and fan switches. And I use these little tools because it's not easy. It's not hard to do it from the back, but if you're trying to take these switches out without taking anything apart, then you have to know how to do it. So if you look at the switch from the inside, you'll notice there's a tab here. It's a locking tab. There's one on this side, one there. Get the light in there so you can see. There's another one there. So you have to push both of those tabs in order to pull this switch out. And there is a way to do it from the outside. What you have to do is you know where the tabs are. The wires are going, you see how the wires are pointing flat or horizontal? They can't go on vertical. So you know that one of those tabs is over here. And on the other side there's another one. So you kind of have to get in there and push that little tab in there. See that? Came out. Hold it. You have to hold it like that so it doesn't pop back in. And then get on the other side and do the same thing. Let me see if I can get there. It is. I don't want to break it, so I'm going to have to finesse it a little bit here and there. Get it, there it goes. So now you got that out. Get that other side, and there you go. And you pull it out. And by the way, always disconnect the power before you pull these out, because light switches are hot, have hot wires on them all the time. Pull the plug out, shut the breaker off, do something. Don't work on it with the wires on, especially when you pull it through these little metal circles here, these rings, these cutouts. That live wire could hit this metal. I've seen it happen many times, and not only trip the circuit, it could blow out your board. That's expensive. So anyway, this is a fan switch. A little button in there. See? Pushes another set of contacts, and I'm going to show you what that's all about. So we can put this in, you pull it out, you hook your wires back up. Now it doesn't really matter which wire you put where, because it's a series circuit. Power goes in, power comes out, but I would put it back on the right terminal that it came on. And there might be a reason for that. As far as with everything being electronic today and sensitive to current flow, I would hook it back up the way it is. If some of these terminals, they don't exactly the same. I'll show you on this light switch here. If you can see, there's a different color copper. This looks like copper, and this has got some kind of coating on it maybe. I don't know, it could be brass. But this, my guess is the power comes in on this terminal, and then when you close the door and the fan comes on, power is transferred to that terminal. So we'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so now that we took out this fan switch, you hook it back in, you hook the new one in, you put it so that the wires are horizontal like that, and you push it in, and all you do is pop it in. Same thing with the light switch. Now, on this square models, you'll see these square light and fan switches on most 500, 600 series, 200 series, and they're just ubiquitous in the market. So pretty popular stuff. But anyway, this panel came from a model 700 series -2, and you can take these switches out without having to take this whole panel off, but I've seen a lot of people butcher these panels up in the process. So if you can't get it out, you have to take the whole thing apart, and it's a lot of labor. But same thing, when you take these switches out, they have this huge tab here. Now this is a light switch, so it goes in like this. Notice the terminals are facing upward, so when you pull it out, you want to pull it out this way. But your big tab is down on the bottom, right there. And there's a ridge up here that locks it in place, but this is the only one you have to kind of push in. So to do that, you would get a small screwdriver. Okay, so I got a little flat screwdriver here. I'm going to push it underneath there. Try to push that tab in. That's why a lot of people have problems with these, getting them out, and it's a real pain to have to take this whole panel out just to get this switch out. So I did manage to push it in, but I'm pushing it with my finger in the back, and you're not going to be able to do that when the panel is in there. I'm just showing you how it comes out. Very slowly, don't put a lot of pressure on it. You want to get those ribs. Push this in some more, push it out a little bit more. You can see what I mean, why this can be a real project to get out. But it can be done. It takes a while. There you go. And you're out. Oops. Okay, you're out, so you make sure your power's off, you disconnect your wires, and that's it. Put it in, do it the same way. You hook your wires on, remember the wires go up, switch goes on this way, and right to left, and that tab gets snapped in. So what we'll do is, just to show you, you put it in with the wires on, push it in. I would put the top in first, and then work your way in like that. Okay, just to give you a sense of how these switches work, I've taken a couple of them apart, and the reason I'm on an angle like that is because I don't have an overhead light bright enough to show you the intricate workings of these little switches. So this is a light switch, okay? Because it's got that white bottom on it, we know that. So we take that little cover off. That doesn't come off, by the way, I made it come off. That's the light switch, and here is the fan switch. Okay, they look the same, right? Now look inside. This is the fan switch. Power comes in on this terminal. This is a stationary terminal. And then, when the door closes, it pushes this button in, and watch the contacts in there, right there. See? They touch. So that completes the circuit. So the fan comes on, or the ice maker, whichever switch this is for. On a light switch, it's just the opposite. Same setup, right? Except that those terminals are touching. Because the door's open, the switch is in a relaxed position, which is called normal. This is a normally closed switch. When you activate it, you see, contacts open, shuts the light circuit off. So that's how they work. And the round switches are just the same. They're all the same switches. Most switches, any kind of a switch, even a light switch on a wall, is wired in series. Most. It's probably not true anymore in this day and age, but back then in the day when I went to school, they taught us that all switches are wired in series, but then electronics came out, and that just changed everything. Okay, there you have it. Science of light switches. Thanks for watching.